It's actually a good point because we're not asking them to meet with us. And we don't meet with them in the contract, but
Whatever. I was just,
yeah, no.
You asked the question, so I was just answering.
No, this is actually checking it. Okay, and then office gift is not everyone. Currently, 3 or 4. So if Mike said,
That guy Rob is amazing at Rob. Christian really not so great, but Rob work is really good. We have seen someone else consider probably because Al paid him $10,000 and Mike ran it through. So when Al pays, then Mike has to go into the shop. He goes through and he figures out what he has to go on draft. So he wants to draft his case. It does. It's like so. Let Al turn. He writes up the draft of everything. I didn't want to limit it.
I wouldn't say,
Okay.
I would just say consist of, I mean, here's the thing, it's like, we're not gonna do 10 right now because we can't handle it, and 5 is a palatable number, I think, for all of these people. Okay. And I also did speak to Mike about second patio, and he said that that's what I.
They would buy all this stuff for the job.
This, because he responded to my email, but I don't think.
Okay, so it does automatically put it in the chat box. The link for that product is in the chat box.
But it's not there. We looked at it.
No, it's there.
Oh, did we just miss it?
Yeah. So I just went like 5 different products in a row.
Yeah.
As soon as I click on it, it goes into the chat box.
So we need to be clear to everyone.
If you want that fish, click in the chat box. And there's
Link in the chat.
yeah, the links are in the chat. And then
And that's at the top of the chat.
It just has to be changed every time we do a fish.
well, that's easy. I mean, so basically there's a chat box.
We just have someone.
Yeah. So as you can see, because you're looking at the chat now, right, Sean?
Yeah.
All right. So now we're going to go over here. We sold that Asagi. The next up, we're going to go sell the pond, right? Pond Lab, right? And then over here, Pond Lab 200 just changed over. And there it is.
And that's you click on that, it takes you right to their website.
Takes you to the website to take the product.
Cool.
All right. So it does work.
Nice.
All right. So it does work. The question is, does that work on Facebook also? Yeah. Okay. So let me know.
Restream is just playing the video, so it's been over.
I changed it a little bit, so I don't have my name in here. I need to do that.
Yeah, I was running.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. You are keeping already. We just talk about the market values, but we don't know what they are. Together. Okay, so basically the way that OfficeScape does it is as soon as somebody fills out the lead form, they get a message from OfficeScape saying these are our contractors. See them?
Yeah. Well,
Someone from
I think you said something else too. I followed that.
Hey. Oh my God, that's so funny. That's what I wanted to ask you because I saw your response, but when I was talking to Al yesterday, he was like, "Why would Deck and Patio buy OfficeScape material if they're going for
So Mike, we're gonna make a change here. One of the things, and I know what you're initially gonna say, but you'll do it in the end. Every time I want,
Yeah, so wait, so we'll sell hot supplies.
every bill requires a purchase of all new material. There is no use of previously purchased material you have in stock. You may have a leftover waterfall box, single or liner, any of the materials you have in stock to be saved for a non-employee market need job. So one of the big issues we have is like Al will be like, I already had a skimmer, or I already had a liner, or I had a waterfall box, I didn't need to buy one. That doesn't work for us. That doesn't work for me anymore, especially since we're doing a 10% minus the product. We're more dependent on the product now that they purchase. So if you buy a roll of liner, use it for the job, but the rest of the liner you can use it for another job. You can't use it for this one. When you leave, you buy a new roll of liner. Or you buy the one piece. But you have to buy all the product for that job when you sign that job. I don't want to hear, oh, I had this or I had that. Because they could have got it from somewhere. They could have got it from home. And I'm not doing it.
What do you think?
They do a lot. I'm going to put it. Listen, they do enough other jobs for non-toy market projects that they could save that piece of liner for one of their non-toy market projects. If they're buying for one of their jobs, yeah. Well, we'll see. Yeah. I'm quite honestly, I'm protecting us because I've already seen what happens. And Alice done numerous times where he's like, oh, I didn't need that, I already had it.
Okay, so this all works.
They have plenty of other jobs that they can use that liner on. If they want to buy a piece that's the exact size, I'll sell it to them for the same price. let's see what they say. Let's see what comes back. Yeah. No, and we are, and a huge concession we make. The huge concession we made is that we're not, as Bonnie pointed out, double dipping. We're not getting 10% on the total job. It's 10% minus. So that's a big concession. It's not $300 or $400. All right, yeah, you're correct. Yeah, you're correct. Yeah. Okay. Okay. But he's not. But again, it's 10% cost minus material, so it's less than that. Listen, Al signed $400,000 in projects last year for us. I'm fairly certain none of these guys would throw that away. If he gets another job, he's already signed $350,000 with us this year. So yeah, yeah. I actually think that that this is he's now on. So it's, yeah. Yeah. A 7-foot stream for a pondless, I don't know, 15 grand, 15. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
One more question. Should I just walk back? We have to go back to their backwashing. Is it gonna be weird that we have him on the approved, like, out of scope work as a contractor there in the program? I feel like that's weird. Because then he's like none of what? Oh, okay. So like how we have well, at the end of the contract we have an addendum that says if we have school work like carpentry, masonry, painting, electrical, all of that, all of our people, right? So I have David on carpentry. Right, but no, but I understand, but so you think that if Al comes across a job that he needs carpentry, he's gonna go to Dave Stockwell for it? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because he's the only person that's right. But I'm saying this because if he's the only person on our list that is also part of the program. And I feel like that's giving him something with an advantage over the other contractors in the program.
Are we taking it apart?
I got it.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we take it off. We take it off when we don't have it on like the actual list. But if anybody comes to us and says, I need a carpentry lead, we will give it to him. Does it have to be listed on the contract?
Right. So
Keith?
all right. So I talked to Tranquility about that. So you hear me? So Tranquility had said, listen, we don't necessarily have a problem using your guy, but we cannot go ahead with them until we've actually done our due diligence on them. Like, we can't say we agree to use someone that we don't know what their qualifications are.
Right.
We can certainly say, guys, take a look around.
Right. I mean,
We can't force them to use them. Is the thing.
no, we're not forcing them. We're just including it as we recommend.
We cannot force them. Al has called Pete Lombardi multiple times to bid on projects, and every time Pete's prices were so high that Al walked away.
It's fine. We don't even need to talk about this. I just thought it might be odd for us to have him on the list as
We covered about the. Are we talking about patio or are we talking about the other guy?
we're talking about deck and patio.
Well, I guess, I mean, I would think that Tranquil would have a problem having deck and patio come to their job to do other work. That would be very, I'm just saying, I would never have deck and patio come to their job center. They would never have it.
I'm taking him off the list for now. And if anybody comes to us asking for carpentry work,
I wish we just put Vesely on there.
why can't we? How do you guys?
Chris and my daughter's best friend's father. Any vacation. A hot tub display here. I understand. But it's like, I have.
Barrel saunas. I want barrel saunas.
We'll talk about it. All right, we got-
Yes.
I do understand. We would have to.
Yeah.
I understand. We would have to figure out where we go. And what? I mean, none of these guys are doing themselves any favors right now. You know, we put a putting green and all the grass in. We got Old Bill did no follow up as to here's paperwork on it, here's information here, there's something, here's anything that says like anything that we even do. We have nothing. Is that our fault or is that their fault? I don't know.
I have all the signs that you guys told me to put up.
We have
I have them all.
find a place to put them. Where do you want to put them?
Right. No, but do we know how much? If somebody asks us, if somebody comes to us and inquires about artificial, do we know?
No, we can't. We say, oh, we get their information and we give them a lead, just like we do. But we should have signs up. You know, anyway, let's move on.
What's Cyril O'Reilly's phone number? All right. Oh no. So you guys added. So added. You might have added Jeff, our tranquility guys, and Al to this list. Yeah. No. These are the people, these are not the people in the program. These are the people that are outside of the program that we work with to get, to do out of scope work. So basically, all of the contractors that are going to be in this program
Sean looks good.
are going to
The shot's just
sign an agreement.
backdrop really looks good.
So maybe it's the wrong name. Maybe it's yes. I get what you're saying. Okay, I need it. So related. I'm just gonna say preferred service. Preferred. I'm just gonna call it out of scope. So
Going to use an
Yeah. But the thing is, that's not a real
let's buy
touch
another
screen.
TV or
No, it's not a real. It's not a monitor.
So I haven't heard back from
Right.
Al. The
So-
next step will be once I hear from
Yeah,
Al
you could.
and his documents.
It just has to have a layout. See, this has no
We'll send it out to everybody with a note.
Exactly.
I'm,
It's just basically a second monitor.
So. Okay.
Here's one of those, you have to set this up
Every Wednesday, yeah. No, no. Once we get, you know, books and
All right.
everything.
So the only
That's
other
what
thing
we're doing
is
Wednesday.
we should pick tomorrow. We can have on the status of the list and like what we're giving to who and where and what and all of that.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. All right. Awesome. Okay. Thank you. All right. Have a good night. Bye. See what happens. Figure it out.
Oh my God, what a difference
What?
without those on.
Yeah. Why do we have yells like
Well,
that?
Hey,
They're all different shapes.
the different shades. Chris Hayes is hopefully.
No,
You want to do it ourselves?
we have them, so.
Yeah.
So look at it.
Those are just going to be very hot.
There's all different kinds of takes you have. So. It's getting hot.
Yeah. Ooh. Yes. 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 Yes.
A lot of worries.
No, no, it's way too hot. He's not Christian. Let me turn it off. Just so you there.
So if we're satisfied that this thing is all.
For Wednesday, yes.
Okay. So
So we have two things to do. We need to finish Saturday's show. What we're going to do. Saturday's show, I think we're not doing live sales. We have nobody here. Just
The show, we'll talk, we can talk narration, we never got to talk about our quality plans for Chris. And that's-
and for ease on Saturday, technology. You can go off your phone, Restream, move to my just for ease on Saturday. We're not selling.
We'll just do our information.
Yeah, exactly. One of the things you and I would work on is I'll have some more sheets for you. And also, like, if the hand goes like that, I have a comment for you. We just didn't have if there's any other hand signals you need, let me know. But just something we get to work on that. Communication.
it's so nice to not have to use a ladder.
Yeah, isn't it? No, it's not. I mean, it's not as hard as I thought it
All these.
would. Yeah. It could be a push in now. And then, so for Wednesday, I was actually thinking on Saturday. Who I have? I have Travis, you, who else is here? Not even this Saturday. But So we have
Oh, there's different size holes.
more lighting.
Set up Saturday morning for
Okay, so just give me a quick, I don't even reach this one. Okay, so Saturday show.
So as we do narration, right?
What about it?
we're going to have a detailed conversation about the importance of everything. We're going to talk about how to properly keep deployed and transitioning to work-based food, or to use
Which coin do you want to show this demonstration? The left side or the right? No, I know we're not showing, but like,
Oh, you mean like when you said you were gonna do the crunchies, the demonstration of the crunchies at teach?
I was just gonna talk about it.
oh, okay, all right.
But that's a good video, that's a great video for you guys, like,
Yeah.
you need to have a shot list.
Yeah,
So that
exactly.
any weeks that you're here, or any days that you're
Yeah,
here.
really good. Whatever that is, it's
So it's basically the importance of aeration, types of words, transitioning. Okay, what else? Transitioning to. Alright, what else? Transitioning to warm.
I like to say you like to suffer once. Transitioning to warm growth food. What was it? Warm weather food.
Quick show this segment of the video
Yeah.
and give them a preview of video and say, we also have this video that we put up on YouTube. We're doing it here in the city.
That's gonna require bringing that.
That video posted on YouTube?
That's gonna require different technology. That's gonna require us to bring out other things.
Okay, but we can still do it up. We could set like John.
I have 3 50-minute pieces right.
But I the other thing I want is like,
We can go smaller.
okay,
Right there, I think you got 40 minutes of time.
consideration, feeding the warmer
Your beneficiary, Antonio Manuel D. Oliveira, as the Secretary General of the United Nations, it is with great pleasure that I reach out to you today to share some significant news. You have been identified as a recipient of 25 million compensation package for our relief and empowerment institution designed to support individuals facing various challenges.
What challenge are you facing? I know, you can share.
Every-
No, share. How about this? We get finder's fee.
situation, feeding in warmer weather, email over. Surveying the group, talking about, like, look, you guys know that we've been
Oh, yeah.
on about the show. You guys have been the ones that are always here.
Yeah, gratitude session.
Would you please fill out a quick survey for us? I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Your feedback's super important. Your candor is really thinking about.
You know, I think the Restream has surveys. Did you see that?
They have polling. That's like in the moment. It's not. If you wanted to like say, you could do a poll. We actually have to look at that because that's a great way of engagement. So it's like, where are you calling from? Where,
Maybe I'm wrong. I thought they had it.
No, I think. Where are you calling from? Put it in the chat. Those cool things. Like, you know, questions, like the text that's running.
The text is right at the bottom. Can you say all that too?
Are you doing Restream?
Yes.
Okay.
We're always using the stream right
Surveying is
now. And I'm just, yeah, I can't.
there, candor.
Let me see if restreaming does poll. Oh! Oh, geez, I was live that.
All right, what else?
Oh, this is actually cool, Sean. Are we still screen monitoring? Sean?
Customer appreciation.
Monitor is still on.
All right, so if we use this setup, I can leave notes. I can leave notes for you here. See, I can just leave notes for you there on the right-hand side if we have to.
Right here in the top.
No, it's white.
Ooh, we got skunk.
Okay, I also sent you an email about dates for the customer VIP event.
I like that idea. I replied back saying, I also sent you an email about doing like a
Thing. Yes. Any good.
what am I looking at?
Oh, just so if you look on the right-hand side, I can leave notes for you here. So if we, I have to communicate with you. There's something else. No, there is no polling. At least not there.
You can ask people questions.
Yep.
Well, during the thing, you can just type up. So what's everyone's favorite fish?
Yeah.
And put it on the screen. The initiator of stuff.
Okay, so according to this, you can do interactive polling.
The chat understands enough about the hobby.
Hello?
Questions,
Hey, yes, I'm at work. 919988053.
On his own, we were sitting
Thank-
like doing the show, and he started typing up the pricing for the fish. He was typing up the names of the
Yeah.
fish. They were going. It was great.
Yeah, I'm learning fast on this. And now I have a bunch of, I printed off a bunch of PDFs, fish types, so like I can type them in faster.
Is that a free plugin?
Which one? Oh yeah, we're gonna find out right now.
On Thursday night.
Live reactings, live poll. Live.
You don't need to tell me that. That's too much information for me, Sean. Okay, so Thursday night, after Father's Day. Is the 22nd. Okay, so basically we said we were gonna do an event on June 22nd, Sunday afternoon, try to get people from the campus. I think instead, I would like to do a local customer appreciation event, okay, but not on Sunday. Not on Sunday, though. Okay?
When is Father's Day? How do we do it?
Last year,
Hey Siri.
okay, so
I think I just do the polling in real time.
Wednesday,
Otherwise, we're looking at like another $30 a month.
the Wednesday before Father's Day, so I'm gonna start putting these in the calendar.